do an intro real quick.
Is my camera even showing up? There it is.
Yep. So, okay, excellent. Do an intro real quick.
Okay, let me just try to put something behind here.
Okay, I see it on YouTube. Okay, cool. I see it on YouTube. There we go. Excellent. So, let me just share the screen.
So you get to direct.
Excellent,
So you
excellent.
get to call light.
Let me just double check that everything is working on YouTube, right? As
I'm
it's
working kabuki style where you don't see the theater appear until it appears.
yeah.
Check lights.
I
Lights
think
check. The hell?
with the YouTube, while I'm
Yep.
sharing on while you go live on Zoom, right?
Right.
Let me just share to see if I could actually
Oh
share.
shit. Hang on a sec. Gear fall.
Uh,
Oh shit.
okay.
Stop everything.
Let me just double check that everything is working.
Oh, that was crazy. Sorry. I knocked over a keyboard stand that
The,
had a bunch of the covers on it.
Mhm.
Because in this adverse weather, I have to protect the gear. Wireless device testing area. Okay.
With YouTube, while I'm
Let
sharing.
me
Yeah,
make sure I get my audio up here. So yeah, I'm working behind the theater kabuki style. We
yeah.
got audio, got the sunset,
Okay.
bunch of gear I'm cleaning up real quick.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I could, for whatever reason, as I'm sharing it, it's showing
Oh,
a
I
bit.
saw something pop. Oh, my friend Mike's trying to call me. Gotta
Okay.
tell him now.
Cool, cool. Excellent. I think you're live. Everything is good, Lee. I think this is good. Maybe?
Okay. So you going live now. We're behind the scenes right now. Before shooting, I was going through and setting up a few things, finding adapters and prepping. So right now I'm just cleaning a workspace to set in my computer because
Mm.
I'm not going to sit it on top of the record player because now we're not doing cassettes. We will be doing vinyl tonight in the transfer
Okay.
studio.
Gotcha.
Some personal cassettes I dug out of a box out of the stuff. We got this. That ought to be fun. That's I just want my prerogative. That's all I want to do is play my prerogative. And then I'll probably throw the cassette and set it on fire. Anyways,
Sounds like a plan.
sounds like a plan.
Let me go ahead and distribute the link real quick to other people real quick, just so.
He's got to do the internet marketing part while I do the setup part and
Yeah.
presentation. So you're seeing a behind the scenes look that he asked me to give you. So I said, well, my cameras aren't all up because there's a documentary camera, a FUD camera, because this will be going to FUD once I'm ready to put it on FUD, 15, 20 minutes behind. But we'll explain on FUD that Rome decided to kick on this live one.
Yeah, I'm
And
sharing
we'll see who watches more on FUD or more on YouTube. And I expect the audience to follow us on YouTube because we are, in fact, on the big red bus. Of
exactly,
course, at
guys.
night you don't see it. It's completely, if I picked up the camera right now, you'd hear crickets and hopefully you'll be able just to hear the record playing.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Lee, what I'm doing right now is I'm distributing automatically across multiple channels real quick
Uh-huh.
to let people know that we're live. So this way they could join. Guys, we're
Right,
live.
but YouTube viewers are going to see it live, and that's why you're going to see my results and why I said YouTube has more attention to
Yep,
you in the red bus
for sure.
because we're going to be doing that. And it's like what I'll probably be doing is when I film my documentary for Kyle, we'll be actually looking at the record player. And that's what
Absolutely.
we'll actually be filming.
Yeah,
And you guys will kind of have a director's seat to my first camera, because once my laptop's up and I decide how I'm going to situate myself, because part of this now is not just a broadcast, you're actually watching me film the client's content, which is part of the content creation education you're getting here. And Rome might take over and use the screen to discuss the Freedom Fusion digital part of things. And I will probably come in when I'm ready to transfer, and we'll kind of take the entertainment technical side of it from his educational marketing side of it. So, Rome, are you there?
Okay, well, thank you for allocating a little bit of your time, everybody. My name is Ron Wells, and right here we have Lee. Lee's residing currently in California, in Hollywood. And what we're doing, we're showing you guys the Freedom Fusion digital bus. And in fact, this is one of those services that we're setting up for many of the side hustlers who are trying to join us in a feudal incubator and basically learn how to develop hybrid skills, but in the process also figured out a way for how to go beyond the hybrid skills and do something that's truly unique. So what we're doing right now is setting up this bus, and yeah, you guys more than welcome can join and can figure it out what it looks like. But right now we are literally showing you all sorts of things on this bus.
Oh, perfect. This is such a basic camera setting. No camera stand. You're sitting on the keyboard of one of my synthesizers. And right here is a case I built for the laptop. I decided, in case of any emergency intrusion and someone decided to access the bus, but I don't expect it because we keep it safe up here and I have security cameras watching up there. And this is a remote location. So, working remotely, one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to have a really strong laptop case. And my buddy I worked for got me this AGA geodimeter heavy duty road case type of thing. And what I did is I modified the packing and padding so it protects our gear or our client's gear. So
Gotcha.
here we have 245 records. Gary and the New Travelers is Gary Kyle. Gary Kyle Pereno is my client, and he's been kind enough to join Freedom Fusion Digital as a test case. And with no further ado, I'm going to keep setting up, and you guys can watch because I have an iPad for FUD, an old Mac laptop from 2007 that really does a great job handling the digital transfer. Plus, I want to get some music playing in the background off the Mac because normally I have a fancy intro. As Scrub Frog, it's performance art. And in performance art, it's like a live show because now I'm setting up live for you and you guys get to be a part of it. Thanks to Rome, who's connected it to YouTube and Freedom Fusion. And I'll pop on here and we'll go on to FUD when I'm ready. And I can probably just set this camera behind that camera and move the light a little. So we've got lights in action, but we don't quite have camera because my camera is the director's camera. That's the one you're going to sit in, and you guys get to all become directors with me at Shedwood Films. Welcome.
That's
So
right,
this
guys.
thing's been off a couple days. It died in the charge, but the way I designed this case was just kind of hold it in place. It'll remember what it was doing before. And since the cassette was connected, we're setting it up with an extra monitor. So a few days ago, I was bringing over all these plugs. And I was like, see, we adapt. No matter what the situation, especially in live and site recording and film and production, you build a mini rig to go out, film, record, and do the show. So tonight's show is about Kyle and a record transfer, even on top of the red bus. But back at the other base, I'm cleaning out a synthesizer cabinet that got destroyed in storage and doing full restoration videos on a security camera for the insurance and for people to learn how I saved the studio in total calamity. So we take a break here. We're going to join Kyle. I got to find a couple plugs like this one. This one goes there, comes in here. And the first thing I can do is sound check. And I want Ecstasy of Gold.
And guys, while Lee is doing that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show
This
you
was
guys.
my live remix.
I'm gonna show you guys the Fit and Fusion Digital, what exactly Lee is doing on the bus, guys. So stay tuned. Shortly, I'm gonna share the screen and just show you what exactly we're doing on top of the bus, guys. But stay tuned, and you're gonna learn more about it. I'm just sending the copying the link and sending it to one of the side hustlers from Pakistan who is joining us all the way from the other side of the world. I'm
Hey,
sending
can you blast the link to the Slack group? Because Spike
uh
might be up in Pakistan. It's about 9 a.m. there.
yep, I blasted it. He should be joining us on Zoom meeting simultaneously, and he should be joining us on YouTube as well, on FUD as well. I published it. And right now, guys,
Power.
what I'm gonna do also, I'm gonna share the screen to just show it to you what exactly Lee is doing. So hopefully you guys could see the screen now. But I'm gonna go ahead and admit another side hustler who's joining us. He just joined us. His name is Fike. He's coming all the way from Pakistan. So thank you for joining, Fike, and allocating a little bit of your time. And we are going live and going live all the way from California and Connecticut at the same time, and Pakistan, as crazy as it may sound. But hopefully you could see the screen.
Subwoofer has power.
Okay. So let me know, Lee, if you could see the screen. I'm sharing it right now. Okay, cool. So guys, this is what we're doing. While Lee's setting everything up, effectively what we're doing, we are setting up a small business that we're doing together with other side hustlers around the world who are joining us, and we're doing this as part of feudal underground development. Lee is being currently on top of the bus, and what you're seeing over here is
My word here tonight.
uh, representation of the Fit and Fusion Digital. So maybe you want to turn that maybe you want to turn that sound off, Lee. So this way it doesn't
We
echo.
are opposed around the world.
Maybe you want to, yeah, there we go. So guys, this is
Sorry
what
about that. I just sound checking.
okay, no worries, no worries. So
My
guys,
camera's on.
as
Is
you
it
can
still
see,
there?
yep, we could
Oh, okay.
we could still see you. Okay, so Lee, basically, I'm just explaining to them about the Freedom Fusion Digital Bus. I'm sharing the screen from Buy Me Coffee that shows the whole chart of what the Freedom
Okay,
Fusion.
because I didn't see my camera up there. If my camera's not on right now to them, so
Excellent,
or does it
excellent.
show up?
Well, yeah, for sure. Thank you,
Okay, because I
guys.
wasn't sure because the window didn't see it, and I didn't see where it shows up in the window in the Zoom.
No worries, no worries. Right now, I'm streaming live on YouTube, right? And what
Okay.
YouTube could see is a flow chart that doesn't see you yet. I'm gonna stop sharing shortly after I explain while you're preparing your digital bus and the whole digital media. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we do and introduce the whole concept so this way it makes it more clear for everybody across the world who is joining us. And so why don't we go ahead and get started? Thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time and meeting with us today. Two feudal knights, me, Lee, me, Ron Wells, and Lee, and we joining together with Fike, who is all the way from Pakistan. He's our newest team member.
What's up, Fike? Thank you for coming on, bro. Welcome.
Welcome, Fike.
Sure makes the world seem a lot smaller, and out here it's kind of like uh the whole world
The
right
whole
there.
world.
Little 360 panorama in the dark, right? Just amazing.
Yeah.
The
So
sense of openness in this recording space and the amount of flies attracted to the bright light. And so I try to keep my computer and my workspace away because last time I tried to do a record transfer, I got a freeloading some kind of night fly thing that kind of landed on the turntable for a ride. So continue while I keep setting up. I
Yep.
was going to
So
set up an
no
Easter
worries, no worries.
shooting and land the deck.
Yep. So guys, while you're looking at this flow chart, right, there's going to be also a replay available from Zoom. So this way you get the full kind of a detail of what's happening on Zoom, what's happening on YouTube. But the idea behind everything, guys, is relatively simple. As Lee is preparing things, you could still see Lee on top corner over there. He's kind of doing his thing, right? But the main thing you got to extract out of this, what we're trying to do, we're trying to build entire business on top of the bus. And we're doing this as part of the community. We're doing this based on the feudal system framework. This is the framework that I reincarnated all the way from the age of feudalism all the way into the FUD in a form of a basically digital system that is available for anybody to use. It's a platform independent framework for side hustlers who are seeking to discover freedom by simply reflecting, learning, executing, mentoring, and killing all of their atomic habits while working together with other feudal knights and feudal hustlers to build a feudal land, grow the feudal land, and essentially flip it or keep it. And basically, this whole thing, what we're doing on the bus, guys, we are doing a digitization service where Lee happens to be all the way on top of the bus in Californian oil desert.
USB turntable will be our digital transfer of choice. Instead of an analog turntable going through a preamp, while I still decide and debate on the cassette digital USB transfer and assess a glitch.
Yep. So guys, long story short, I'm gonna stop the sharing. I'm gonna kind of show Lee and on a screen as well. But you quickly seen already all this flow chart that I just showed earlier. That flow chart literally represents the concepts of what we're trying to do together on that bus, where we're basically trying to get the side hustlers to work with us to build entire business, and that business is literally building a digitization service on top of the bus. So right now, what is happening now, um, there's a lot of things that are going on in California, but basically the best way I could describe what's happening now is Lee's just building stuff. He's building digitization service on top, right? So I'm gonna quickly share once again the screen so this way you could kind of see and everything. I'm gonna optimize it for a video clip just to kind of make it easier for you guys to look at the screen and whatnot, right? So so if you guys are interested in learning more about this, what we're doing, and want to participate together with other side hustlers and help us build the actual business on top of the bus, it will be possible for you to do so if you join the Feudal Incubator. This is Feudal Incubator is specifically explicitly designed to help any side hustler truly develop the hybrid skills, and that includes skills of digital marketing, AI-driven automations, pitching, copywriting, and combination of it all while working together with us, gaining access to all the tools and not having to pay for any of the tools, pretty much getting huge deal, guys, for you to learn from incredible tools and build the entire business from scratch together with us. And just to kind of give you guys an understanding of what kind of tools we're dealing with, this is the tool. In fact, I'm just going to quickly show to some other flow charts to just show you what kind of tools we're dealing with. So when side hustlers get together with us, essentially they get to work on the following tools, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Here's we actually have multiple products. What Lee is working on, he's working on Freedom Fusion Digital, and he's working specifically on Freedom Fusion Digital, red pill and blue pill. What you're looking at over here on this flow chart is actually combination of this is the tools that we use to build the entire business, the business on top of the bus. As you can see, there's a entire nurturing email campaign automations, AI chatbot, custom web page, book appointment system, social media automations, personalized, non-personalized automations, right? So this is what our side hustlers get to play around with. They get to build those automations. They get to explore those hybrid skills that otherwise would not be possible to do other than paying for very expensive college and still not even learning any of that in college. So this is what we're offering, and this is, of course, this is just kind of a quick uh, information for you guys. You're more than welcome to check it out on bio.link/Freedom Fusion System to get an idea of what kind of tools our side hustlers get access to, and what kind of how exactly are we building the whole business and the whole division, the whole bus behind the scenes. I kind of wanted to show you guys this is behind the scenes of what's happening on top of the bus. There's all sorts of equipment on here. And just imagine, guys, learning hybrid skills on top of the digital bus. Imagine learning AI-driven automations, digital marketing, pitching, video editing, and digitization skills, all while building business from scratch. Learn hybrid skills from all of us, guys, in this process. And of course, you could go to buymeacoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System. Feel free to support by buying some coffee. And we're always thirsty. Our mission, our feudal mission, is always in motion, and we want to make sure that it makes sense for our side hustlers, it makes sense for feudal lords. But the idea is we are offering an opportunity for side hustlers to earn extra income while learning those hybrid skills by literally reselling our automations, reselling our digital bus service, building nurturing campaign. Over here, for example, I'm showing over here a chart where I talk about um, literally the services. Remember, our goal is to upsell our Freedom Fusion digital services to the feudal lords who want to preserve their memorabilia. So that's basically what we're working on. This is our goal. And in this example, I'm showing you an example of a AI chatbot that we actually work together inside of a feudal incubator with side hustlers to develop. And this is the idea behind the chatbot, is that it uh, automatically asks the right questions, uh, the potential customers who would be seeking to digitize their legacy media and the memorabilia, and send it over to us, to California PO box, or just do it themselves, or learn from the workshops for how to do it themselves. So this is basically an idea. You could kind of learn an example. You could see and follow the adventures, follow the automations that we're doing, and then in the process learn whatever Lee is currently doing on top of the bus in terms of digitizations, in terms of digitizing all that memorabilia that you may have on video cassettes, that you may have on vinyl records or reels. The idea is that we could digitize it for you, and all you got to do is just you send us the memorabilia, and it's going to get digitized on top of the bus, right? So now the question is, why is this very important for feudal lords? It's very important, guys, because memories are precious. You want to preserve them. Video cassettes have lifetime, and it's just very difficult for you to recover those memories if you lose them, right? So in addition to all of this, uh, in addition to doing everything that we're doing specifically with Freedom Fusion Digital, we have other products for Freedom Fusion content. Those are the products. After, let's say, you send us your video cassettes, after you send us your memorabilia, and let's say you want to actually spice up your content, right? We could spice it up. And even before we spice it up, we digitize it. We can remaster for you any VHS tapes. We could make it very good. We could convert your VHS tapes or any other vinyl records, make it super good, high quality. And that would be an extra remastering fee. But let's just say on top of it all, you wanted to spice it up a bit more, to include, maybe extract some of the beautiful pictures or videos out of there and spice it up with some video effects. And for that, we actually have another product altogether called Freedom Fusion Content, where we have dedicated feudal hustlers who do nothing but specialize in literally TikTok shop and video editing. And we could most certainly engage side hustlers who learn from those skills to help you with your memorabilia, with spicing up your memorabilia. So the idea behind working with us in context of the community is the fact that not only do you get to digitize your memories and your memorabilia, but you actually get to spice it up. And not only that, we can do something extra for you. We could take that memorabilia, put it in make it on a shirt as a print-on-demand media type of kind of. Let's say you have some pictures that you needed to be digitized. We could make those pictures on top of within a frame and send you the version of that frame, like a physical frame that you could post on a wall. We could take your picture, static picture, and make it a dynamic picture. So this way you're fully kind of make your pictures alive, make your memories alive. And we could use all of those AI and automation techniques to not only make it lively, but also distribute that across automatically across multiple social media platforms. We have multiple AI-driven automations in place, and obviously we want to help you guys. We want to help Feudal Lords digitize their media. This is a little kind of a play. Like I guess this is this is the video.
Section 1. The heart's treasures more than
Am
just
I allowed to
things.
interrupt for a second?
Yep, go ahead, Lee.
Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and export a MP3 copy of the cassette transfer I did of 911 is a Joke by Public Enemy. And I was just kind of checking the audio real quick.
Okay, well, that's good. I was just sure. That sounds like a plan. So, guys, just to kind of to help you better understand, what you're looking at right now, you're looking at kind of a quick video for how to digitize media and what Lee is doing on top of the bus. As I'm showing you a little kind of a commercial in a way that we created. We use AI technology to pretty much do everything and spice up videos. And this whole video was actually created with AI with special kind of titles, right? We could do all that stuff for you as well, if this is something that you're interested. As you can see, your memorabilia has a lot of shapes and forms. You could have entire box, you could have floppy disks, you could have Polaroid photos, and we have this bus next to Hollywood, and you can just ship it all of that to us, and we digitize it for you. And you literally learn as well. If you have something that you want to just kind of learn on your own, right? And digitize things yourself and want to learn how this whole process works, we do offer workshops as well, do-it-yourself workshops. And Lee's right now on top of the bus, in fact, digitizing some of the memorabilia in the process. So essentially the idea for you guys, if you're interested, if you're a feudal lord who wants to digitize yourself, digitize all of those memories, then you definitely want to either enroll in the workshops. And one of the workshops that I was designing earlier was and you could go to buy that link /Freedom Fusion System if you want to register for one of those workshops. But the idea for you guys, as you learn things from Lee in the process of learning how to digitize all sorts of media, you will also be learning other skills, other hybrid skills in the process. Lee is in the process of providing basically a workshop that is dedicated for side hustlers and for feudal lords. So for side hustlers, he specializes in showing side hustlers how to develop hybrid skills and get side hustlers involved in the process of building the whole business, building everything that needed to be built in order to attract the feudal lords, right? And we do this with AI video editing skills. We use Freedom Fusion content, Freedom Fusion automations that are specifically designed to help you truly take your memories to the next level, share them across all social medias. We also do digital marketing, and obviously we spice it all up. We take your precious memorabilia that truly just does not have a price tag for how expensive it truly is, and we literally take it and we spice it up and make sure that it has even bigger value to you. We do this, obviously, the Freedom Fusion System is a AI-driven automation agency. It's our agency. And Freedom Fusion Digital is a strategic partnership between Shedwood Consulting and Freedom Fusion System. And of course, our goal is for many of you not to be a process prisoner, and instead make you a freedom founder. And to do that, you could, if you're interested in learning how to become a freedom founder, is no longer be a prisoner to your old memories and kind of being stuck in the boxes, and you just really want to, if you're being overwhelmed with all of this memorabilia, you could just ship it to us. We digitize it. Uh, Give us your box of memorabilia. We will digitize it for you, and on top of it all, we'll make it super spice. We'll spice it up. We remaster it and we automate it. Simply pack your box from your attic or basement, and get on a call with one of our side hustlers. We have Fike. He's going to be picking up book appointments in book appointment system, and he will be communicating with you and answering your questions. You could also talk to our AI bot initially to kind of pre-qualify you to make sure that you have the right things. And essentially, AI chatbot would involve a person like Fike who is going to be picking up on the other side those requests and helping you guys decide what to throw away, what to keep, what to digitize, and how to get things going. And ideally, if something is sensitive, you can either learn how to digitize it yourself, uh, or we could provide and essentially provide instruction to the sales rep that this is extremely sensitive, and in that case, the extra accountability service fee will be applied, which will cost a little bit more money, but we will work exclusively only with Feudal Lords for now, because of high demand. Our price to digitize, although it's not expensive, it does take a little bit of time to digitize. But we can most certainly remaster your video cassettes or your memorabilia. We could provide extra quality, and we could make sure that everything.
Whoa, there it goes. I need the other camera stand.
Yeah. So, and if you guys want to learn more to get started, just go to bio.link/Freedom Fusion System and essentially join one of the workshops, right? You could also go to freedomfusionsystem.com and just book a call right away with us, right? And we're still working to include our side hustler Fight from Pakistan. We're working on including him in book appointment system. Over here, you're going to have a dedicated space where you could basically book Fight, right? And the idea is you pick calendar, and it could be possibly you could just what I'll probably do is I'll end up you could probably just pick me, right? But I'll redirect things to Fike. So this way he will automatically pick it up. We'll have AI chat bots that will be kind of providing the information for you. I wanted to show you real quick the chat bot that is going to be communicating with you and asking you questions. So this is the chat bot. For now, it's for another product, but I'll kind of show it to you how it will look like for you if you're a Feudal Lord and you're seeking to talk to a chatbot. For example, this is one of our workshop for how not to become a process prisoner. And this is, so this is the workshop that I'm showing you. Well, here's a chatbot on the bottom right-hand side, right? And you could kind of start questions, ask questions like, hey, what kind of plan do you have, right? So the same, and the chatbot would all kind of respond right away and provide all the answers, and then essentially refer you to Fike, our side hustler, who is going to be reviewing your memorabilia box to see what you have in that box, to see if it makes any sense. Okay, to see if it makes any sense to digitize, to see if it makes any sense to do anything extra with it. So that's the idea. And so I hope this kind of clarifies. And those types of workshops that we're going to be doing are strategically pre-configured and defined over here. I'm going to show you the workshop that Lee's going to be doing on Saturday. So this way you can fully jump into that. Let me just.
Is my screen visible?
I'm sharing for now the screen, my screen, Lee, just explaining.
Okay, I was just
about the
checking because I had some stuff I was going to show that's on my camera from my film session with Kyle.
Oh yeah, we're about to jump in. I'm just
Okay, when you're ready for that, I'll just set it up just as a little demonstration of what, so
For
people
sure.
can see where I am.
For sure. Yeah, I'm about to do that right now, Lee. I'm just gonna show them the workshop that you are kind of that you're gonna be doing on Saturday. and that this is something that they could join as well. So guys, check this out. Effectively, what Lee is doing, he's going to be offering the workshops, right? I'm going to quickly just show the workshops real quick. I'm going into high level and to show to you. So I'm just, everything is product based. This is there's a Feudal Incubator workshop that Lee's going to be doing, but he is also going to be doing the one for Feudal Lords. The Freedom Fusion Digital Workshop Feudal Incubator is specifically explicitly designed for side hustlers. So what this workshop does, this is what it is, right? You essentially pop the red pill and discover freedom, and you learn how to digitize old media and convert it into a new media on top of the Freedom Fusion digital bus in California and Hollywood. And in the process, you get access to AI automation tools while helping us build digital feudal land and earn profits. So this is one of the workshops that Lee's going to be doing, the red pill, specifically for side hustlers, right? So the other workshop that so if you guys want to register for that workshop, you can, but it's not ready yet for you until we're still working on a nurturing campaign and book appointment system to integrate everything. And this is why we have Fike with us from Pakistan to help us make this happen and set up the nurturing campaign and set up all the automations for you. And just to kind of give you an idea of a nurturing campaign, this is what the nurturing campaign looks like. So if I type the word digital, I try to use everything product specific. And if I go here and just show you guys an example of a nurturing campaign. So this is the nurturing campaign. And what happens is, and by the way, this is the skills that side hustlers get, like what I'm showing over here, how to, build those nurturing campaigns, automations, how to build the entire business on top of the bots. So they get accelerated skills that are supersede any other type of skills that you ever get on YouTube or anywhere. Because you actually, as a side hustler, you get to do instead of learn, you get to do. And you learn and do. You learn, reflect, execute, mentor, and kill atomic habits. So this is a nurturing campaign over here. It's basically as soon as you subscribe into workshop with Lee for the red pill, this campaign is going to kick in right away, and you're going to get a notification. You're going to get email notified right away sent to your email box in a nurturing manner, saying and it will say something like this: get ready to learn hybrid skills with red pill by building Freedom Fusion Digital Bus together with us in Feudal Incubator. Congratulations on taking the first step, right? So basically so this is what the nurturing campaign is. It's a sequence-based automations explicitly configured to nurture Feudal Lord. And guys, by the way, if you're interested in having any of those automations done for you, for your small business, and something that, I don't know, maybe you are interested in digitizing memorabilia, but in the process, maybe you have something that you have a product or you have a local business of some sort, and you want true help from our side hustlers to help you do all of this. Well, the good news is you can get connected with them directly, and they're trained. So people like Fike from Pakistan, he's a trained elite side hustler. So he would be a perfect candidate for you to do your digital marketing and automations, AI-driven automations and pitching, and you name it, all of the hybrid skills. And you can get access to those premium side hustlers by paying premium fee and from Freedom Fusion Land community.
I'll be right back. I have to go run for a camera stand.
Yeah, for sure. So guys, to help you better understand, while Lee's being on top of the boss, spending that time kind of helping you guys what's going on, better understand what's happening, right? What we're doing in parallel, we're kind of showing you, like, this is what we're doing with the workshop. This is what we have for Feudal Lords. This is what we're building. This is how you could, if you wanted to digitize your media, great. You could send us that media, or you could just literally do it yourself from a do-it-yourself workshop, right? This is the bus over here that we're talking about. This is the bus that, this is just some behind the scenes on top of the bus that is happening. And literally, here's some cassettes playing, and Lee's digitizing that, literally in a desert in California. This is I know it's a little bit, it's a bit windy, but we can still help you digitize whatever the media that you need, like digitizing that memorabilia. So together, and literally on top of this bus, I know as bizarre as it may sound, but it's very attractive way of doing things. We have projectors. We got some helicopters as well flying by, and all sorts of other fun stuff, activities going on in this area near Hollywood. While Lee's observing the scenery over there, I just kind of wanted to include some of the things behind the scenes on top of the bus. But the idea is you literally, this is a kind of a setup of the bus, and there's a couple of services we offer, either the do-it-yourself or done for you, right? So the question is, which one would you want the most? Would you want to simply for us to do everything for you, and you just send us your video cassettes and your memorabilia, and if you need help, you'll just talk to one of our elite hustlers. And yeah, and this is, by the way, if you wanted automations as well, if let's say you like those automations that I showed you, right? And you have a small business and you're looking to do something with automations, maybe you have a barber shop, maybe you have a karaoke, kind of like Kyle. He has karaoke and he has barbershop, and he kind of wants everything. He wants digitizations, he wants automations, he wants digital marketing, he wants you name it, he wants it. So maybe you're one of those folks, Feudal Lords, who kind of want everything, and we understand that, and that's why we specifically developing those feudal incubators to train side hustlers in those hybrid skills. And we are here to help you get connected with them. And the idea behind it is you learn and from those automations, you learn from the digitizations, you learn from pitching. This is just some more automations for you guys. If you're interested in learning, here's some Zapier automations that we could do for you as well. We use Notion to document things automatically, where everything automatically gets dropped into Notion, and we use AI to where we could literally say, what did one of our side hustler work on in the past 2 weeks, and it would literally come back, and AI would tell you exactly what side hustler worked on, right? This is just an examples of some Google Drive automations where we automatically drop content and automations. We have our community specifically called Freedom Fusion Path for side hustlers, where we have things getting dropped automatically into it from just a spreadsheet. For example, just to kind of give you an idea, while Lee's preparing, right? I could go here in Google, right, and just show you one of the, let's say you have a small business, and sure you want to save your memorabilia, but what if I told you that we could design some automations that allow you to improve efficiencies? For example, this is one of our automations for Discord content drop, where anything that we produce over here, we just kind of write down the the info link to buy me coffee, and as soon as we do that, boom, it just automatically gets dropped into Discord, right? And this is how it shows up in this Discord. It's pretty cool. We could kind of be like an eagle in multiple places at the same time. So and kind of drop things, automate things, and bring things into different kind of systems. So if you have a sophisticated requirement where you are just struggling, you can't figure out where things are, you keep forgetting things, right? It's okay, we could design those systems to help you out. Here's another one of them, like a mirror. This is one of those tools. So what we do, we don't just do automations for you. We could help you. We could not only design the automations, but we could help you set up with those tools that make you no longer like a process prisoner. And in the process as well, like this is, for example, a mirror board, right? This is a mirror board where you could kind of literally use AI tool to pretty much tell you, summarize key takeaways and ideas from this entire thing, and it will tell you, okay, here's a flowchart and here's what I summarized it with, right? And it tells you right away the summary based on the content of this board. Here's some key takeaways: customer experience, focus, etc., etc., etc. So you guys got the idea. We could set you up with those tools, productivity tools, and we either have do it for you model, or basically the other model. So the idea is that do it for you or do it yourself model. Like once again, we create systems. We could map out whatever the business processes that you have. This is an example for how we do it ourselves over here. And it looks like I have a window in the middle of the screen. So let me just kind of, please move this window from the shared application. Let me just see that. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So anyway, you could kind of see this mirror tool. We could set you up with tools like this, guys, to help you be no longer a process prisoner, right? So if you are interested in also digital marketing, and if you really want to have like thousands of views, millions of views, right? Then we could set you up with other tools as well. Like we have some of the AI-driven tools that are only going to work if you know the strategies. And what we do, we teach those strategies inside of our Feudal Incubator. And like this is a tool, for example, that allows us to scrape any kind of content from a specific site and generate multiple posts and drop them across multiple social medias. We could do that for you as well. And we could create the Google Business Personalization campaign. So this way, anytime your small business gets any kind of reviews, it gets automatically people get automatically, your customers get automatically notified, that type of stuff. We could do TikTok, we could do Facebook marketing, we could do all sorts of digital marketing to help you guys truly stand out from the crowd, both locally or online. All sorts of AI automation tools will come into play. We either have a do-it-yourself model, where you basically get access to our Go High level, and you pretty much do whatever you need to do, and there's a plan for that associated with that. And of course, I could show you the plan, but in fact, here's a plan. I'll show it to you. Like there's a couple of do-it-for-you options. If let's say you wanted to jump into our tools, right? We have a couple of ways for you. So let's say you liked everything you saw and you want to do things inside of our Go High level. You don't have any tools. You just want everything done inside of our Go High level. Well, then we have that option for you as well. So go to this buymeacoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System, guys. And I promise you, you're going to learn a lot. But about
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Woof.
So how's it
That's a
going, Lee?
walk.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
I'm
Show us
back
the
on deck.
bus. Show us the bus.
Waking up the computer and getting back to filming, which is tedious work. So I was making sure I had my right camera stand. Now we're good. So what I was going to show you guys was where I'm leaving off, working on my project Kyle.
Guys, so basically what Lee is doing right now, he's setting up for the project Kyle. Kyle is one of Lee's customers who he identified, who happens to have basically Kyle has a barber shop and he had a
barber shop and now works from his apartment, actually.
Yeah.
This was, some of these recordings are from the late 70s, 80s, or 90s, I forget. But he gave me a brief history on the background of them. And what I was going to do is I was going to show you a little, let's see, there we go, of what we did last time. So we were filming some takes. No, but that shirt was what was that mention? The guideline? Yeah, flying to the moon. New York/flying to the moon. And so we had different takes. That's kind of, we got some pre-roll there.
So Lee, help me understand this. So Kyle, I'm gonna take it a step back a little bit. So he basically sent you some tapes and he wants to digitize those tapes. And Kyle, he loves to sing and cut people's and he's a barber, right? He loves to cut hair, and while he cuts hair, he has this niche where he also does karaoke. So now he wants to digitize his memorabilia, right?
Right.
And
So
basically,
here's another project I'm working on for Wonderful, and I wanted to get him singing so I could cut in. So I'm just getting some footage for the other video I'm working on. There it is. Sorry.
gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense.
Aha.
Got it, got it. Okay, so basically, just to help us understand better what's happening, guys, this is what's happening. So Lee is hyper focusing on top of the bus to digitize Kyle, who Kyle is one of the Feudal Lords. He is seeking a way to digitize his media. Kyle is ready to pretty much he needs everything. He needs digitization. Uh, hey Lee, what is that flying over there? Is that a UFO?
What was flying? That's probably a bug just flying around checking things out.
Okay. I know last time it was some helicopters, but man.
Oh, that's a plane up there. You're talking about the plane. I
Okay,
see
yeah,
it
just
now.
making
Yeah.
sure. Um,
Whoa.
just making sure. Okay, so
Real?
help us explain a little bit more details about the Kyle situation. So this way, Fike has a better understanding and
Kyle wants us to basically transfer the music and make it part of the documentary I'm kind of doing on him and preparing a thing for the cruise ships. So it's kind of multifaceted, you could say. Originally, I came on to do a short video of about 3 minutes and chop it into pieces. And it kind of ballooned up as soon as you came on board. So we're doing it a little better to do a scheduling system for his services and see if we can get him appointments or book to do a karaoke night.
gotcha. Okay, so let me clarify exactly what Lee just mentioned, guys, to help you better understand what we're doing and how side hustlers can come into play. So Kyle happens to be one of the he has a niche.
Boy, it's dusty here.
Yeah, so guys, Kyle has a niche. Kyle is in California. Lee has a freedom fusion goal. He wants to be in a cruise ship. But Lee tried to apply for cruise ship and he could not get onto a cruise ship because he needs like 20 certificates, right? Kyle happens to be a guy who knows how to sing karaoke and how to cut hair. So what Lee is going to be working on is kind of promoting Kyle in a way, right? Should I say not really promoting, but basically, if we could succeed getting Kyle on a
Actually, promoting, engineering, and developing. Kind of actually, when he does karaoke nights, I would act like a roadie and help him run the sound. So, engineer, sound guy for the karaoke guy.
yeah, so you
Kind of
guys
that.
understand, right? So basically what Lee wants to do, he wants to go on a cruise ship. That's his freedom fusion goal. So for us to make that happen, we need to help Kyle. Kyle, of course, paying some money, but Kyle does not, like that's another thing we need to clarify with Kyle if he would be interested in book appointment system, okay? Because it does cost money to maintain the tools on a monthly basis. Things like that needs to be explained to Kyle, whether or not, like if he would be interested in getting that book appointment system for his barbershop. So there's many different things happening. There's a cruise ship that Lee wants to go on, right? He can't. Kyle is his way into the cruise ships. So what Lee is doing, he's promoting Kyle and he's doing that through the process of digitizing videos from vinyl records, from some of the legacy records of everything that Kyle had, plus everything from some of the video cassettes, some other stuff. He's extrapolating all of this information, copying that on top of this bus while he's in California, copying that into some small files, and then he's going to be, offloading that to Google Drive, and then side hustlers would be participating in spicing up the content, modifying it, making it better for Kyle, to maximize the chances for Kyle to get on that cruise ship, right? So this way, Kyle can take Lee with him to the cruise ship as well, right? Now, of course, in the process, Kyle is paying some money, right? And of course, side hustlers who help us resell digital media also would get that money as well, partial money for Feudal share for helping us resell the digitization media. And by learning together from us the entire process from start to finish, side hustlers get the benefit of being able to better explain to the Feudal Lord of what we can and we cannot do. Right now, Lee holds in his hands a couple of records, vinyl records. Those vinyl records, this is not something that AI can just go ahead and replace, guys. This is something, it requires physical digitization of media. It's a niche.
What I'm doing right now is I'm comparing the quality of 2 copies of the record to decide which one I'm going to do, featuring No Sugar Tonight and It's Been So Long.
Gotcha. So guys, just to kind of clarify exactly what Lee is doing on top of the bus, he's holding few vinyl records. He is in the process of digitizing them, right? Keep something in mind. If you have some really old memorabilia that just, it's not gonna live there forever. It has an expiration date. Did you guys know that if you leave your video cassettes for too long, it actually does have an expiration date? It's not forever, guys. So trust me, you want to save your memories before they disappear. Don't drop your memories, guys. Make sure you solve that problem. You could solve that problem either by learning from Lee on top of the digital bus for how to digitize things yourself. You're going to learn step by step the process for how this whole thing happens. So this way you could repeat that in your house, providing that you have equipment. What Lee will provide is a kind of all the links for you, all the lists of equipment that you need to buy, and he'll provide that to you if you want to do this do it yourself, or if you don't want to have any of those headaches and just want to send it over to us, then you could book a call with one of our premium elite side hustlers and discuss your needs. Just show them your box of memorabilia. The side hustler is going to quickly analyze the box to see what you have, what records, what media, what formats, and advise you of what we can or we cannot digitize, right? So this is pretty much kind of an explanation of what we're doing. Now, I know this may seem really kind of bizarre, like why are we doing this on top of the bus? But this is a digital bus, guys. This is there's a projector, there's everything behind the scenes, guys. You could learn more about the bus by going to buymeacoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System. But the idea, guys, it's more than just a bus. This is a representation of the feudal system. This is a representation for any side hustler around the world willing to work with us and build a solid business where we get to digitize things on top of the bus. And also side hustlers get an opportunity to resell automations and also make some money. Not just sell the digitization services, but also resell automations, and resell other extra services that we are offering to the Feudal Lords, ranging from digital marketing, AI-driven automations, Freedom Fusion content, pretty much all the Freedom Fusion product brands, services that we offer. Feudal Lords get to benefit from them. For example, with Kyle actually wanted, he wants his barbershop and karaoke shop be advertised on Google. He wants social digital marketing done. He wants literally everything done, like including digitization stuff, right? And not only that, he wants the book appointment system as well. So this way people could book an appointment with him. He doesn't have any headaches. He doesn't want to, he doesn't have any hands-on technical skills or anything like that, guys. So he's a perfect customer to be just directly inside of our Feudal system, a Freedom Fusion system inside of our Go High Level account. So what we do, this is how we work with customers, guys. The Freedom Fusion system runs on Go High Level CRM, right? It's a customer relationship management. I kind of showed it to you earlier what it is, right? The idea behind it is it's kind of very difficult for you to track which customer came through, who did not come through, right? And it's kind of really hard to understand who made it on time, who did not, right? What we could do, we could create automations that will automatically email your customers. For example, for barbershop, I actually do have a video of a barber. I try to create a viral video for barbershop with automations. I actually have that. I will upload that at some point and maybe ask Fike to go ahead and digitize that and upload that to across all the social medias, and in the process include the automations for how we could help design those automations. So this way we could upsell those automations. But also the point is, guys, if you're trying to learn this stuff, right? It's going to be hard. Sure, we have, you could contact us, right? And you could talk inside of Freedom Fusion system. We'll have a dedicated like a page, dedicated account. And it's going to be like digital.freedomfusionsystem.com. It's going to be separate subdomain. You're going to be able to go there and you're going to be able to interface with AI chatbot, and you're going to be able to book a call with somebody like Fike, and get to show everything that you have in your house, whether it's a bunch of records, VHS records, or maybe vinyl records, right? Lee has expertise in digitizing. Lee has 25 years of experience of digitizing all sorts of media, right? You name it, doesn't matter what kind of media. If it's like vinyl records, VHS, audio reels, any of that stuff, guys. And what he does is he takes all that stuff, right? All that media out of the legacy VHS tapes, and he places it into a drive, a computer drive, right? We'll call it a Google Drive. We have access to all the tools that guys got. Google Drive, Zapier, Go High Level. We have everything, right? And what Lee does, he just takes all this info, and what we do, we pass it to side hustlers to do all the magic. Side hustlers sit inside of the Feudal Incubator and spice it up, make it better, automate it, right? Plus, also, like for example, for Kyle wants digital marketing down as well. He doesn't just want book appointment system to book appointments for barbershop. He actually wants to have entire digital marketing done. And guys, so if you have a need to have entire digital marketing done, don't worry, we got you. You could get connected with one of our premium trained side hustlers who have expertise in digital marketing. Yes, you would have. You would have to pay a special fee to join Freedom Fusion Land community to get access to our trained side hustlers. But let's just put it this way: if you also have a need to kind of to get connected with one of the side hustlers, and you do not want to join and pay that fee, then we would be willing to work with you under agency managed structure, okay? Where sure, you don't have to pay any fees to join any community, but you would pay us to manage side hustlers for you to get your project done, whatever it is, whether it's digital marketing on a monthly basis or setting up nurturing campaigns, AI chatbots, anything you need to get your clients discover you, right? So the beautiful part about the Freedom Fusion system and combination of Freedom Fusion system and Feudal system, plus this Freedom Fusion digital bus, right? The beautiful part about all of this is the fact that many Feudal Lords get to benefit from side hustlers from overseas who are passionate in getting things done for you guys. And it's going to be a lot cheaper than you having to spend money for some expensive company over here in America, where people are just kind of charging you insane amount of money, right? With us, you get to benefit from international site hosting community. Our prices are relatively affordable. They're not too cheap, they're not too expensive, but they're just right. So because remember to digitize your memories, and I mean there is no insurance price for any of the memories. It's just really, you know, you can't place a price tag on the memories, guys.
Can I
Especially,
intervene for a second?
go ahead, Lee.
So in this part, we're doing a lot more with Kyle than the average customer because I'm also creating more documentary film out of these transfers. Because of Freedom Fusion, I've decided I want to get an extra shot. You know, I might, you know, film something here, run it, just get some footage for Kyle as I make these historic transfers. They may not be as important to me, but as he's saying, these recordings mean the world to Kyle. And so preserving them to me is an important part of this experience, not only working with his music now and helping him find gigs, but taking this piece of his past and plugging it in for him. And he'll be overjoyed to see these, and so will some of the people who helped him produce these recordings. I had some notes. Oops. Just zapped it. This battery is so poached.
Gotcha. So as you can see, as you heard directly from Lee, there's many different, there's indeed a little bit more effort than usual that's taking place with Kyle, given the circumstance that Kyle actually, you know, in a way, Kyle is a type of customer who, you know, he cannot do any of the stuff. He just cannot log in into any of the go high level. He doesn't have any technical things, any technical backgrounds, but he knows how to cut hair really well, and he knows how to sing, and customers love him for that, right? So, but he doesn't understand any of that other technical mumbo jumbo, right? So he doesn't understand the concept of AI tools or how to digitize those crazy videotapes, right? He, you know, he just doesn't understand that, which is fine with us. We could help Kyle. And if you're somebody like Kyle and need to help as well to digitize your records, to digitize your memorabilia, we're there for you guys. We're
We're
there.
doing it live right now.
Yeah, we're doing it live and you know, doing kind of multitasking. And guys, we're doing this nationally and internationally. Lee happens to be located in California, next to Hollywood. I happen to be in Connecticut, New York, basically, next to New York. And Fike happens to be in Pakistan. Guys, this is unheard of. Whatever we do is just completely wild, guys. And this is, and just keep something in mind, we have plans for other Freedom Fusion products as well beyond digitization down the road, possibly some supplement product, uh, Freedom Fusion booster. We haven't decided what kind of product it's going to be, but we're thinking about some sort of a mushroom-based supplement. And the cool part about the Feudal Incubator.
Damn, this thing's like playing all fucked up.
Gotcha. So what's happening now, guys, is Kyle singing. In fact, guys, okay, so yeah, I think it's crackling up a little bit, but you guys got the idea. We got this sound that Lee is digitizing. So Lee, can you describe a little bit about the process that you're going through right now in terms of digitizing Kyle's records? Are you digitizing?
So you hear that? I hear it slipping on the belt. So I have to mess with the belt on this thing possibly.
So as you can see, guys, what's happening right now, the record got chewed up, I think, right? Is that what happening, Lee? Did the record get chewed up?
There's something going weird on the belt on this thing. That's why I like real nice record players, because see, I just saw where it slipped off.
Guys, so you probably can see what's happening behind the scenes, where Lee is adjusting the record, the vinyl record, and
Because I heard it wobbling, and I'm like, it should be on 45 and sounding nice.
so guys, you understand that this requires real like engineering skills, right? So Lee has those engineering skills of being able to digitize those records. As you can see, it's not exactly easy thing
See,
to
this
work
goes
with.
right on here on the belt, and it goes around the record player. If
So
it gets too loose, see, you've got just a little tension on the belt. And once it goes around the belt nice and tight, we should be cool.
gotcha, gotcha.
And
So
since I worked for Ray Charles, I learned to do a lot of things without seeing them. Like,
you guys understand who is Ray Charles, right? I hope you guys understand that. Lee worked with Ray Charles. Do you guys understand that? Who's Ray Charles? Like Ray Charles, like yeah, the Ray Charles. Yeah, guys. When Lee told me that, I was like, oh my God, you work with Ray Charles? I couldn't believe it. Right? It's just crazy. Like it's guys, trust me, you wanna if you have any kind of memorabilia, send it over. Send it over to California, right? We'll digitize it for you. As you can see, it's a challenging thing to do. There's a lot of bells and whistles that's involved. There's a lot of things that needs to be done, right? You have to flip the records. The vinyl record can get loose like a goose. Then you have a problem, right? So all sorts of things need to be, and it's a process where you need to actually navigate through the entire vinyl record as it spins to make sure that it properly gets transcribed, so nothing is skipped, right? So there's many different pieces that go
I
into this.
see it slipped off.
Yeah. So guys, and as you understand that this is just vinyl record, right? So whether you have a small vinyl record or a big vinyl record and you want to digitize that and um, we can make that happen for you right on top of the bus, right? So VHS, if you have VHS tapes as well, and we could do that with VHS tapes. If you have any concert tickets or some sort of magazines or comic books or anything in that nature, or Polaroid photos, and you want to digitize that, we will work with that as well. We'll be able to scan that for you. And also, if you wanted to transcribe that and translate that from text to voice, let's say you have something that is written that you want to go ahead and kind of do text to voice or voice to text or anything like that, right? We could do that for you as well. Basically, the idea is we work with different formats to help you digitize it, then spice it up. And we have automated workflow where side hustlers get automatically dropped into those workflows where we assign them tasks and they simply proceed with doing the rest of things, right? So right now, what we're doing, we're showing you guys what Lee is doing literally on stage on top of the digital bus. Typically, what Lee would have, he would have a projector, he would have a zip liner. This is something that Lee was trying to do, the zip liner, to install a zip liner to this way you could actually zip line all the way from the top of the bus towards the other building. I don't know if it's still happening or not, but you know,
Zipline's still on hold.
still on hold. You guys understand what's happening, right? So, look, I'm excited for many of you guys learning how to digitize things, but just to talk about the process. As you can see, the process is you gotta have equipment. You gotta have the equipment that is able to translate from different types of formats, right? There's all sorts of problems that taking place while digitizing things. Record can get chewed up, like audio reels can get chewed up, vinyl records could slip. There's media that takes place. It just takes time for you to do this, right? Then you got to transfer everything to Google Drive, and then when it gets transferred to Google Drive, you got to apply to all sorts of uh, special kind of spicy effects, right? And what we do, we make that happen for you. We have side hustlers who are super well versed with tools like CapCut Pro, who can take those videos, those records, they could digitize them, they could convert them from text, from voice to text, from video to text, In fact, this is what we're doing with our workshops that we do on FUD. This is something that I asked Fight yesterday to digitize some of those workshops. And I should say not digitize, but transcribe those workshops into text from voice. And there's certain features that we could use from Google. We use all sorts of different APIs to tap into different types of software to be able to do this for you guys and apply different types of special effects, then also automate it and make this all of your memories available across multiple social media platforms, which is obviously beneficial for many of you guys. And of course, it takes time to do all that. Now, if you happen to be somebody who wants to also do this for your small business as well, not only kind of like Kyle, who wants to, but perhaps you want to digitize things and you want to do this, uh, also advertise your business. Maybe you have some product or service, right? We could also do that for you, as I mentioned before.
Getting attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, as you can see, this is a real thing that we're doing right here. The real digitization business on top of the bus. This cannot get more real than anything else. Now, the next step for us is going to be to take everything that we do.
Haha.
So
Okay,
it looks
hang on.
okay, so it looks like Lee just managed to fix a vinyl record and it's playing now. It's no longer getting chewed up. Soon he's gonna have a digital file, and that file he's gonna upload on Google Drive or make it available on.
Okay, now it's transferring better.
Gotcha. Lee, can
I'm
you talk
still
about?
hearing a little effect, and I might want to use a better turntable from my storage.
Gotcha.
But it sounds like it's a lot smoother now.
Gotcha. Lee, can you talk about the process, the next process? Once you digitize this thing, are you gonna put it on a USB, kind of a USB dongle and give it to Kyle? Or are you gonna
Actually, I'm going to take it back into the other studio on board my RV where I can run it through some mastering. And so I'm going to try to make it sound better. If I don't fix the speed problem, I technically could try to fix it later. But what you really want to do is you want to get the first transfer as good as possible. So I'm just checking and watching it spin to see if I notice it doing its lag. I might even, just give it a little pull because there's a little thing that holds that rubber band on the bottom on the turntable disc. And that's what I had to make sure I line up as I put it down so it makes it catch the wheel. And then when it catches the wheel, I need to make sure it's consistent. And I thought I heard it lag once, but I'm hoping that when I hit record this time, I hit record, I close the lid, and I get a good play. And this little guy doesn't try to get on the turntable and take a free ride and get caught in the needle during a transfer.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
here we go.
Mhm. So, so basically, what you're saying, Lee, after you're gonna take that file, you're gonna take it back to your RV, right?
I actually have to stand still so I don't move the bus.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, as you can see, this is the what's happening on top of the bus. Okay. Um, this is a lot of equipment. A lot of equipment and what is that? Is that a frog? That's a frog, right? Okay. Guys, so this is what's happening on top of the digital bus. This is how things getting digitized. So, uh, Lee, what about the camera? Is the camera just recording everything, like what's happening? Or are you like extracting something out of that camera?
We're doing it live, people. Yeah.
Gotcha. So that camera is just recording it for the purposes of storing it as an additional media, right? Can't hear you. Guys, as you can see, this is what's happening right now. Literally, there's lots of different activities taking place. The vinyl record is spinning, digitization taking place, right? So now I think now that you guys,
I'll even keep some of that vinyl sound just for flavor. People actually love that sound of digital. You can reapply that in another remix somewhere. People love it. And cut that camera. And now I'm going to do a quick uptake shot. Because this battery is about to die and I got to throw it on a charger.
so how long does it
Recording
take?
deck. Because I can just cut the tops and tails. That's a technique I call tops and tails. For some reason it's not stopping. Probably has something to do with the way I set the spinning thing. Oh, because I didn't drop the. There we go. Now go to sleep. Focus. It still didn't lock. Officially transferred. No
So,
sugar tonight, Gary and the new travelers.
so you
Well, I
guys,
figure why the stop break on this thing didn't stop. Okay, 33, 45. Oh, is that? Oh, that's why. I didn't realize there's a little brake switch there. Get out of there. No trespassing, little guys. So we successfully got a transfer, and I think I'll listen back just because I like to.
yeah. So
I
the
heard one warble, but I think at that point we're lucky we got a transfer through. So I just got to stand super still on the bus. Because
got
literally these rusted floors that I'm going to replace are will bounce the table or something. And so when working with vinyl, I actually be extra careful. Notice the red light means we're going to be recording. But let's give it a quick playback and just kind of get a feel for it. I like the fact that the 45 speed played nice and really 45-y. That's good.
Even tired in the corner, or I can hide.
Hide in the back of the bus.
Pardon me. Sudden darkness that I can see.
See, that's where it pitched, but it's stabilized. I almost kind of like it.
Gotcha. So I was just sending a message on Reddit to let people know that we're on.
It's clean.
Yep.
And that's the first step in digital transfer. Now, I might do another one just to see if I can get it without that one warble. I kind of like that one warble though.
Gotcha. So Lee, tell us about what is going to be the next step once you digitize this whole process. How are you gonna?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the other side of the album and then I'll export them as MP3s. The most important step is I got this and I'm going to hit save. Apple S, most important key. Because that whole cassette transfer I did got lost because I didn't hit Command S when I left. It was like I accidentally disconnected the drive. It was in memory. Went to load it back in. It was gone. And I was like, oh, well, I can transfer the cassette. And I wasn't happy with the transfer anyway.
Gotcha.
So, as you can see here, though, I look at the waveform. And I want to look at it. It looks nice and it looks good. So what I do is I'm going to queue up to where we left the track at the end of it. And I left so much time there, it doesn't matter where I click in. If I click here at 222 and I hit record, we'll just grab the next one. Folks, all ready? I was supposed to be doing this on, I was supposed to set up the other camera. Now that, excuse me. Now that I got this actually set up, we could actually bring on the FUD audience to watch.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go live with FUD now. And
But actually, since I'm using all my bandwidth for Zoom, I might just do a separate one because we might be able to chop this and rebroadcast it on Zoom, right? I think we're doing better on YouTube with this because more people will see the YouTube replay because they don't know about FUD yet.
yeah,
So in post, you can pop the FUD link down here on the bottom of the screen or in the YouTube notes so they know where to find us there. And if I run both broadcasts, I'm not sure if I'll choke my hotspot, but it looks like I'm getting pretty good stream right now through Zoom.
I'm going to go on FUD now, and I'll show people on FUD what's happening at the same time on a phone.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So let's get ready. We're doing Gary and the New Travelers. It's been so long.
Okay.
Okay, we hit record on the main transfer. And I've got to film the other one. I got to save battery.
Been so long since I wished you.
That's Kyle.
Okay, I'm going live on FUD. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ron Wells, and today we're going live on FUD over here talking about digitizing media. So we are actually doing this workshop together, me and Lee, simultaneously across YouTube, across Zoom, across FUD. And I wanted to let you guys know as I'm sitting at the screen over here to show you what we're up to. Effectively, what we're doing right now is showing you the digital bus. Right now, what you're looking at is at Lee. He is digitizing pretty much legacy media on top of the bus. So what we're doing as well, we are showing you guys how this whole digitization process works. My name is Ron Wells, your favorite FUD expert, and me and Lee were actually live together in both California and I'm in Connecticut, and we have a side hustler from Pakistan as well who was joining us earlier. I think he left for now, but definitely, guys, today we wanted to show you what exactly we're doing on top of the bus. I'm sitting in a digital room myself with LED lights and whatnot. Lee is digitizing legacy media on top of the bus, and we're going to be selling that media to the Feudal Lords. Whoever needs some of those memorabilia is digitized. Lee is literally on top of Californian bus in Hollywood, and he is converting the legacy media into digital media. And then also we're doing digital marketing specifically for one of the Feudal Lords who doesn't just want combination. That's pretty cool.
So what you just watched is live filming for the doc as I transferred his historic song.
Gotcha.
Battery could be almost dead, and I will run it till it dies to get the right footage.
Gotcha. So just to kind of help you understand what is happening for any of you guys who are joining, what's happening, we are taking a piece of vinyl record, and digitizing into digital format, right? So this way, after we digitize it, we basically sell it to a feudal lord. So feudal lord actually said, I want everything. I want automations, I want digital marketing, I want digitizations, I want everything. And I don't know any technical jargon, I don't know anything. I want Lee and Rome do it for me. Right? So we said, okay, we're good. Let's get some side hustlers from Pakistan and join us and do all of this and digitize some of those vinyl records and effectively go ahead and spice them up, and not only spice them up, automate them and share them with across multiple social medias. So what Lee is doing, he's digitizing everything from the legacy media on top of the bus. Uh, and Lee, do you want to show like the equipment to side hustlers to just and by the way, guys, everything you see is happening on YouTube as well. This is what I'm showing as I have Fathom automatically recording things. I'm using AI-driven automations in combinations with simultaneous streaming across multiple platforms. I'm using live broadcasting across YouTube, and simultaneously I'm doing this on FUD. And Lee is also doing the same exact thing. He's basically doing this live. Everything that I'm doing specifically in Zoom gets automatically dropped into Notion. No, I use artificial intelligence in Notion to pretty much detect everything that is happening by side hustlers who are working on those different types of projects. And for example, I could log in into Notion and I could say, what did Side Hustler do on Wednesday for such and such feudal lord? And it would literally tell me exactly what they did, because I make it fully interfaced with Slack channel. This is our Slack channel over here. Everything gets automatically dropped into Slack channel, into Discord channel, all those automations. We have a complete brain knowledge of everything was happening with each side hustler as they work on individual feudal lords. The projects that we're getting in California include digitization of media, as well as digital marketing, as well as automations. And the feudal lords, they want
And the
everything,
scheduling system.
and the scheduling system, which is automations, guys. So if you guys want to have hands-on skills from me and Lee, and also other feudal hustlers who are essentially going to be teaching kind of specific products, specific like a red pill, blue pill, right? This is how I categorize things by a product. So we have Clear Infusion Digital. This is mostly for there's two parts, two subdivisions. There's a digitization part, and there's a digital marketing part. Now, here's the cool part, guys. Here's the cool part. You get to
I
learn.
do the technical part.
Exactly. Lee's doing the technical part, right? He's digitizing all sorts of media, right? And if you join us if you pop the red pill, you will discover how to build the entire business and develop hybrid skills. What Lee is showing you right now, this is more geared towards feudal lords, something that feudal lords would most certainly be interested, because memorabilia to them is very precious. It doesn't have a price tag. The sentimental value does not have a price tag. It's that,
Camera charger stays on the bus so I can start charging. I might even switch over to gas in a little bit off the solar charger. Obviously, there's no sun charging it.
guys, I hope you understand what's happening. Lee is on top of the bus. He has a
Off the
generator.
grid.
Off grid, he has a generator that he turns on to do this work, guys, right? And then while he's working on top of the bus, he's broadcasting this. I'm broadcasting that simultaneously. And we have other side hustlers from overseas who are joining the Feudal Incubator to jump into those workshops, whether it's digitization, digital marketing, automations, book appointment system, nurturing campaign, any of that. They get to practice all of those hybrid skills at accelerated rate, because what we do, we build the whole system, right? Like we build the whole thing. And if I was to kind of show to like what the system looks like, here's a flow chart. This is the Freedom Fusion system, right? This is basically a flowchart that just kind of shows you all the tools, right? You could go to buymeacoffee.com/Freedom Fusion system and you get to have a better understanding of what's going on top of the bus, what kind of systems we have, what kind of hybrid skills you're going to get, how the whole bus looks like, what kind of chatbots, AI chatbots we design to work
Did that.
in order to nurture the Feudal Lords. This is the chatbot. So it looks like my thing hung up.
Did we time out on Zoom?
No, not Zoom. It timed out on not on Zoom, but on FUD. FUD dropped. We're still good on Zoom. I'm restarting FUD now, right?
Oh, I was gonna say if you needed me to, I could try to hit it from my iPad because I haven't had any broadcasts on there.
That's fine. I'm going live again on FUD, right? But we're going. I was just explaining to side hustlers. I just turned it on again, Lee.
Sure.
I think in combination with the physical digital media that you show, Ali, in combination with everything that we're doing, plus all the other stuff that I'm showing to side hustlers, it becomes relatively interesting. So, guys, just to kind of let you better understand what we're doing, we're sitting on top of the digital bus. My name is Ron Wells. I'm in Connecticut, and Lee is in
I'm
Hollywood.
Lee Reich, and I'm producing, editing, and doing the marketing with Rome.
That's right, guys. You're getting incredible skills, guys, by joining together on this wonderful night. Right now it's like 1:36 a.m. Guys, hello, Ali. How are you? So Ali has joined us. He's interested in developing hybrid skills. Guys, look, if you want to learn how to develop hybrid skills, you need to understand what are the feudal lord needs and wants. What we're doing on top of the bus, and I could clarify that while Lee is digitizing things, what we're doing on top of the bus is literally kind of insane things, guys. We're literally um, digitizing things, right? And selling things to feudal lords. And you could join us and you could help us. You could help us do that. And yeah, and you print money, right? This is what we're doing on Freedom Fusion Digital Bus. This is the bus in California in oil desert next to Hollywood. And yeah, me and Lee are two feudal knights who gets to call all the shots and have feudal hustlers by our side to help us with feudal mission with this digital bus. And how does it work? Well, we have two types of services. Here's what the feudal lords would get on the bus. They get to preserve their feudal memories with either do-it-yourself style of digitization, non-personalized approach, type one. So in other words, let's say you have some video cassettes or vinyl records or reels or anything, something that you want to digitize, but you just struggle to do this. What you do, you send us, you either you learn from us, from Lee,
That's the deck behind.
right?
5.1 surround system I'm building. We got the subwoofer on board. It's fun.
Gotcha. For sure, for sure. So it looks like Ali, I'm a professional freelancer. I'm Ali Umrani from Rotterdam, Singh, Pakistan. Pakistan, this is the second side hustler from Pakistan that we have, Lee. We got a lot of people interested from Pakistan to join our feudal incubator. That is cool, guys. If you're not, if
That's
you
because
want,
they're awake. It's like 9 or 10. It's 11:30 in the morning over there, and I appreciate you staying up late tonight, Rome, to join me.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It was like 100 out today, and I was so exhausted in the heat that as soon as the sun went down, I was up on deck getting things ready. And now that we're actually running the transfers, I feel much better. I mean, I wanted to message Kyle to log into your YouTube broadcast, but I've just been so busy that, I didn't want to break the video feed to tell him about it.
Yeah, no worries. What we could do, we could set up an automation to send an email to Kyle next time when we go live. Everything is
Right.
automatically could be dropped to Kyle. I could do it through Discord, right? Or not even a Discord, it could be just email. It's going to be a quick email sent to them. We just need
Okay, what I'll do is I'll send you over his email so you can add him to a broadcast mailing list.
yeah, for sure. And we'll set up the broadcast mailing list. We need to
That,
figure
and I'll
out.
get the replay of this and I'll send it to Kyle as soon as it goes online. When you hit click stop and it puts up the replay. because
Yeah.
I just want him to be so excited when he sees this, because I'm doing documentary film on top of live broadcast. So it really is a whole nother way of working that I've never done before. And bringing this to Freedom Fusion Systems is such an exciting, thing to do. Even in the middle of the night here, it's like we got a beautiful full moon behind us.
Yeah, absolutely, Lee. I totally agree. And side hustlers are also concur with your statement for how exciting that is. And it's a full moon and it's in Hollywood. Guys, Lee actually lives very close to Hollywood. And Lee's brand name is Shedwood. Only today did I realize that it has a resemblance to the word Hollywood, wood, and Hollywood and Shedwood to the word Shedwood. So, guys,
Well, back in 2007, when I was buying my website, it was like woodshed was taken. So I said, woodshed, 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 shed wood.
yeah, for sure, for
And
sure.
just happens that the Hollywood sign is on Mount Lee.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And what I try to do is I try to help people be a star. And for Kyle, that's what this is about. This is making Kyle the star. He's the center of attention. He is the show. And so part of what I do is I'm creating a documentary and transferring these historic recordings with you guys, because it took a whole different direction. And as a creator producer, I'm taking that, because a bunch of what gets caught here has to be fed through my editing computer inside on a G5 and then exported out into MPEG-4s for me to upload back to Rome to give to you guys to play with when we do new campaigns. And so what you're seeing is content creation, real production, and also internet mentorship that we're bringing to FUD and the system. Right, Rome?
Absolutely, guys. One of the biggest advantages for gaining the hybrid skills on top of the bus is the fact that you get access to thousands of dollars of worth of tools that otherwise you would just have to spend money on your own. And last time I checked, side hustlers from overseas do not exactly have a very good standard of living in order to pay for those tools. Instead, by joining Feudal Incubator, you get to literally get access to those tools. You get hybrid skills. You get encouragement from both me and Lee. You will learn how to do nurturing campaigns, how to do digital marketing, how to do pitching, how to do automations, how to set up chatbots, how to set up automatic drops from Zapier into Discord, and pretty much you name it. And also you will learn how to develop skills, and you could and in the process develop portfolio. And with that portfolio, you could get a lot of projects. Plus, you get connected with feudal lords that we constantly acquire as we continuously embark upon our feudal journey. And you could be developing your portfolio and participating in serving those feudal lords and making some additional money. That's what basically what we do. And you guys, if you want to join us, you could help us build this bus. And sure, we gotta, as soon as Lee finishes digitizing videos for Kyle, which is Kyle is a feudal lord. Yes, that's where you guys could come in to play and do a little bit more with those videos, learn a little bit uh, for how to use CapCut Pro app, how to add special effects with some spiciness in the mix. Then you would be attached to a Trello board where you would be assigned a task associated with a Google Drive um, file from Kyle, and you would be asked to do certain task and spice up that content. And after that, not only spice it up, but publish it using AI-driven automations and develop automation skills. This is beyond just freelancing skills, guys. This is if you learn those skills, you're going to be able to print insane amount of money. And not only that, you get to print some money together with us by reselling our digitization services plus the automations. AI-driven automations. All you got to do is join us, join the Feudal Incubator, learn the hybrid skills, and subscribe to both me and Lee. I hope that makes sense, guys. If not, then definitely feel free to ask questions. So this way we could provide more sense for you. Um, Go ahead and take it away. Take it away, Lee.
Okay, so what I was doing is I was listening to the recording and I was trying to decide what I probably should do is I should take another pass, because I heard the one warble at the beginning, and even though I kind of like it because I love the sound of vinyl, even if it does something cool like that and a little warble and you get that feeling of vinyl, that's an imperfection.
Gotcha.
So I'll turn it back up because I had it. It's like, why does it keep launching flash? God, when it does that.
Guys, just to clarify what is happening on top of the digital bus in California in oil desert, Lee is spending his time on top of the bus digitizing some of the vinyl records for Kyle, the Feudal Lord. Kyle is no
Now
older.
listen to the very beginning. You'll hear why I'm like a little mad at it.
Yep. Hello.
That one little warble is enough for me to probably take a second pass at it. It might be a defect in the record and the way the record was cut, but to be sure that it wasn't a fault of the player, and I know that the belt's a little winky on this thing because it just is, I'll give it another shot just
Guys,
to see if I get a better transfer.
guys, just to
And
help
every
you,
time it'll just create 2 new tracks for me in Audacity. So it's not really a big deal. And when I decide which one I want to export as the master, I will. But I think it deserves a second pass just because I wasn't happy with the warble.
guys, just to help you clarify exactly what Lee has stated, he's utilizing one of the software tools that allows us to digitize vinyl records and save them into a file. He's hyper focusing on making sure that everything is properly working with that vinyl record, that it doesn't slip, it doesn't bring any problems. So guys, just to clarify what is happening right now, thank you for joining and allocating a little bit of your time and meeting with us. What me and Lee are doing on top of California's bus in Hollywood, we're digitizing one of the Feudal Lords records. So, guys, look, what we're doing, we're literally digitizing it and saving it into file. Then we want to give that file to you so this way you can practice your skills of taking that file and applying some special effects, right? And then practicing that, automating that file, sending it across multiple platforms. This way you get to develop hybrid skills. You will learn how to do many different things, guys. So anyway, guys, just to clarify what Lee is doing on top of the bus, he is just digitizing old media, and what we're building an actual business. If you guys want to help us build this actual business together with us in a Feudal Incubator, then definitely join, subscribe to both me and Lee, so this way we can help you learn how to truly build the entire business from scratch. Okay, so Lee, I think we have enough footage for today, right? So I'm gonna tap out. It's already 11:40. It's 1:48, but we have plenty of recording for on the YouTube, and we have plenty of recording for Fathom. Guys, just so you know, we recorded the whole workshop for you on Fathom, and we're
That's a keeper.
yeah.
Now you heard the beginning of that one and you could see that it did not have the artifact.
Yeah.
And what makes that a perfect transfer?
Guys, so now
if I was willing to accept the first one and I knew I wanted to give it its second chance, because you can hear the beginning now and you don't hear the artifact of the warble in the player. And that makes all the difference in the quality of transfer that you give to your client.
Gotcha. So Lee, we have plenty of footage. I think this workshop is more than enough, right? I'm gonna finalize it now. But
your workshop, it's been so long. That's what
right.
we're known for. Epic long workshops that give you top-notch education.
For sure, guys. We're gonna finalize that. Thank you for allocating a little bit of your time and if you want to watch the replay for this workshop, it's available for now on YouTube. You just go to YouTube and search for Fit Infusion System. You're going to find it there. But we're going to drop it into our premium community as well, for Fit Infusion Path community. And you're going to be able to join that. If you join Feudal Incubator, you're going to be able to see that inside of the Fit Infusion Path community. Okay,
Thanks
guys?
for joining us tonight. We've had a great time.
Yep. Take care, guys. Take care. And we'll tap out.
See you
Okay.
next time.
Yep. Okay, Lee, I'm finalizing the call now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
All right. Thanks for staying up late for me. I appreciate it. You're a champ.